Budgetary decisions sparked by the Montana legislature's decision have created a lot of challenges for healthcare providers and their clients, wondering what would happen next and how they'll get the services they need.
For people living with developmental disabilities in Montana, they'll still get services, but we don't know yet, they say, if it will be enough. KPAX's Augusta McDonald has the story in our latest report on cuts and consequences.
The population we're talking about here is about 2,500 people across Montana over the age of 16 who are living with a developmental disability. They are facing some big changes. For the past about 25 years, 4 organizations had contracts to provide targeted case management to this population. This service gives them access to things everybody else does. Maybe get a job, live in their own home, just have a good quality of life. The alternative for many of these people is living in an assisted living center or some other type of institution. Then the 2017 legislature slashed more than $200 million from Public Health and Human Services to account for shortfalls in the state budget. Some of these cuts came by way of rate reductions to case management providers. This means they're paid less to do the same work, and many services statewide have been reduced or eliminated completely.
The big challenge right now is this is a new normal for us and for people with disabilities, so what's going to become of them?
Figuring out the best way to move forward proved to be difficult. In late December, the Department of Public Health and Human Services announced they would take over all case management for that population and eliminate contracts to the 4 organizations. Those included Aware Inc., Helena Industries, Opportunity Resources of Missoula, and Central Montana Medical Center of Lewistown. Now, it didn't happen that way, but Public Policy Officer with Aware Inc., Pat Noonan, said the announcement caused chaos as dozens of jobs were threatened and providers were looking at big losses. What did happen is the Department of Public Health changed course and decided to see if providers could do the work and keep their doors open with fewer resources. They began accepting proposals, and Aware Inc. was awarded the $2.86 million contract in mid-May. They're a nonprofit that operates statewide and were able to swing a proposal that could tackle this big caseload and make ends meet. The contract started June 1st.
We know it's a big challenge, and it's something that we're definitely keeping an eye on making this thing work, but we just felt that it was part of our mission, and it was important to make this work for the people who need this service.
But that doesn't mean everything is going back to normal for the people who need their services. Case managers support many aspects of a person's life, giving them access to school, jobs, living in their homes, and healthcare. Before the contract, Aware worked with 700 clients, but now their caseload has more than tripled. They're trying to hire about 24 additional case managers for 2,500 clients. Even more telling, these case managers have doubled the number they have to serve. It used to be 30 per case manager. Now they each have 60 people on their caseload. Aware Inc. is optimistic about making it through the next year, but they're not accepting the new standard of care they're expected to deliver with these limited resources.
There has been a lot of change in a very chaotic couple of years for folks with mental health or developmental disabilities. Aware is ready and excited to try to help them get through this transition, and so hopefully we can go back to the next legislature and fix some of the problems that were created by the previous one.
This contract is in place until next June, but there could be some changes even before then. It could all change next winter when the 2019 Montana legislature convenes. Healthcare and service providers plan to let lawmakers know how tough these cuts have been and who they're really hurting. In Missoula, Augusta McDonald for MTN News.
Besides the clients Aware will be serving, there are about 1,100 others living with developmental disabilities who will be served by other resources within the state.